How are you doing today? I was waiting for you to get back. Nervous? Trying to figure out what my next step forward is going to be for Saturday's stream. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what am I going to do. Do I want to start the new game before the end of the year, or do I just wait until January and just take a break, or do I keep going? I'm still figuring that out. I'm not gonna lie, there is some absolutely heavy shit that goes down in this chapter. And it hits hard personally, so it's gonna be really rough. I did get around and do some research, and I've got a whole bunch of YouTube videos queued for if we finish early, so I can give you previews of what I am thinking of playing, and you guys can vote on what you end up liking best. I think Kazuki is going to be showing up in about, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe less. So we'll have some sass and chat. Not that we don't already. Yeah. Or I can turn this down a little bit. How's that? Is that better? All right, cool. Sorry to hear that. I appreciate you being my sound mechanic, because, I mean, I can't hear it myself, so highly appreciate it. Slight echo. Well, I've only got one audio input capture going on. Can you still hear the music? Okay, good. that better? How about now? Cool, I'll leave it there. I'm honestly not sure how long the chapter is going to take. Because we've got chapter 13 and then the epilogue left, and that's going to be it. But there is, like, I'm looking at the manual right now, and there's very simple instructions on what to do, but it doesn't include the amount of time that the dialogue takes. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, but those were really kind of short chapters compared to the first bit, because there was barely a paragraph on those. Alright, well, let's get this started. You're right, there was a dragon fight scene going on. Longest journey, game, transition, play. All right. Welcome back to The Longest Journey, and we are here at the Guardian's Realm. And as I mentioned last stream, this area always kind of reminded me of the harmonic convergence in Legend of Korra, because you've got the two beams of light going on here. So let's click around and see what we've got.
I can't remember landing. I remember the wormhole, the dimensional shift, then this. The pod took a beating, though. I don't think I'll be able to use it again. That must be the Guardian's Tower. It's either very small or very far away, and from what I know of the balance, it doesn't settle for economy-sized. I think I'm in for a long walk. It's barren and lifeless. This world looks like it's on the verge of collapsing on itself.
Anything else?
It's either very small...
Okay. Let's go into the desert. Cutscene.
There's the second pod, but I don't see... Adrian!
Yo, Adrian.
He's not in here, so he must have survived the landing, but where is he? Adrian? Adrian!
Oh, you click stuff here. Anything I can look at?
There's nothing out here. It's completely barren. The tower's closer than it was before, so I'm making progress. Very slowly.
Alright. keep going towards the tower. That's our destination, anyway. Plod, 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 plod. Hello.
Oh, God, not that thing again. It's even bigger than before. I thought it couldn't leave Arcadia. I had no idea it could follow me all the way here. This thing has grown since I last saw it. If it's not stopped soon, it'll consume everything. With that thing ready to attack me, there's no way I can find a way across the chasm. It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
Well, it's gone.
If I had wings, I could fly across. Since I don't, I'll just have to head back down to the desert and try to find my way around the chasm.
So we used the bind magic on the talisman and used it against the vortex magic. So that worked. We don't know what it did.
What is this? It looks like home. It's home. It's not... It's like a projection, but it's definitely the kitchen back home. The way it used to look when I was 8 or 9. What? No, what's happening to me? Who's there?
Oh my.
Come here, Pumpkin. I got you something special.
Dad? Daddy? Is that you?
Hush, Pumpkin. Come here. Daddy's got something for you.
Please, Daddy, don't hurt me.
Didn't I say to come here? Come here right now, Pearl. Daddy wants to give you something, Pumpkin. Come on.
Daddy looks so scary.
Come to Daddy, Pumpkin. Come to Daddy. And I will make everything quiet.
Daddy, please, you don't want to hurt me. You're not a bad person. You're not. Really, don't.
I'm not your daddy. I'm not your daddy. You came into our lives and you destroyed us. You took advantage of us. You're a frightful little beast.
But Daddy, you gave me this.
I guess he
You
doesn't
gave
have
this
a
to me,
brain.
Daddy. You do care. You do love me. You're just not very good at it.
No. You destroyed us. We were a family and you... God forgive me. What have I done? What have I done to you?
You did nothing, Daddy. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault that I got hurt.
I'd been drinking, and she was so beautiful. My little April, you were so beautiful. We wanted to give you a home. We wanted to be what your biological parents couldn't be. A family. That
So she's
night,
adopted?
when we brought you home, I'd had a few drinks with the guys. I was feeling a little dizzy, and then your mother, she says to me, "Hold her. Hold your baby girl in your arms." And I take you, and I hold you, and you look up at me with such startled eyes, like it's the first time you see somebody like me. I fell in love with you, my little baby. You were so beautiful, and you smiled at me, and then I don't know what happened, but I was taking a step forward, and I stumbled. You fell to the floor, but you didn't cry. You didn't even whimper. When the doctors told us you would never walk, oh, my baby, I couldn't stand the guilt. I don't know why that made me into the monster that I am. Why I decided that hurting you was the only way I could face my shame. When you started walking, and then getting better and better at it, it was like you were mocking me. I was such a fool, a selfish fool, and now I lost you. Forever.
I forgive you.
You do?
Yes, I forgive you for everything. I forgive you. I
Forgive you, Daddy. Those rocks look dark and forbidding, very ominous. Those rocks look dark and forbidding, very ominous. The tower's very close now.
That was a lot.
Finally, I thought I'd never make it here. Oh, great. There's a large canyon circling the tower, and there doesn't seem to be any way across. The canyon's filled with dense fog, blocking my view, but it's definitely a very long way down, and the walls look much too steep to climb. I'd love to have a look at what's down there. It's some kind of conical sandstone structure, reaching about a third of the way to the base of the tower. It's the Guardian's Tower, so close yet so far away. If I only knew it was on the other side, perhaps I'd be able to find a way to get across. Foreboding clouds.
Well, maybe we need an eye in the sky. I guess Crow shifted?
It worked!
What? What?
Hop, hop, hop.
Hello, old friend.
April! What the heck? What happened?
Yeah, what did happen?
You're asking me? I was just, helping this cute little sparrow with her new nest up in Riverwood. Next thing I know, there's a blue light, and then... I thought for sure I'd been shot by a hunter's arrow and that you were an angel. Then I had to look around the place. This ain't heaven. I mean, this ain't heaven, is it?
Sure it is, Crow, and I'm the Archangel April.
Sweet! Are there any other birds in heaven? Are there? Pretty ones?
We got all the dodos you could ever want.
Oh, that's great! Dodos? Dodos? You gotta be kidding me! Oh, I see. You are kidding me. Ha 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 ha, very funny. Why the heck did you bring me here, to have a good laugh at my expense?
Yes.
I need to find a way
absolutely.
across this canyon and into that tower over there.
Why don't you just flap your wings and fly then?
What wings?
Oh, that's funny! I kill myself! Flap your wings and fly! Oh, baby! Ooh, that's a zinger. I gotta write that down somewhere. Wait a minute. Oh, flap your wings and fly! Jeez.
Crow, you can't write.
Anyways, when did you ever need my help? Oh, sure, you brought me along, let me do your dirty work once in a while, but come on! You could have done just as well on your own. I mean, you just left me high and dry at the end there, didn't you? Just up and left without a word of goodbye.
I didn't mean to leave you like that, Crow, but you couldn't come with me.
Oh, sure. Use me, then leave me. Don't worry, I know how that works. I'm not half as innocent as you seem to think. But I thought we were friends.
Crow, we are friends, good friends.
That why you gave me the name Crow? Oh, I thought it was nice, all right, real ring to it, until I found out what a crow actually is over there in Stark.
Crow,
Right, crow, the sneakiest, dirtiest, most despised bird there is. They're like flying rats. You even have something called a scarecrow to chase us off with, don't you? I mean, crows are so stupid. They're scared off by straw people dressed in rags. Huh. And that's the name you come up with? Crow? Pah! Bah!
that's not...
No? No excuses. I can't bear it. Oh, the pain. The pain.
Now you're just laying it on
That's
thick.
all I am to you, a flying flea bag? I'm sorry, I can't bear to look at you anymore. I gotta fly.
Stay and shut up!
But you...
Gave you that name because of a cartoon character I loved when I was a kid. His name was Crowboy.
Crowboy?
He was the star of a series of what we call animated cartoons. It's like puppet theater you can watch on a canvas or a screen.
Puppet. Theater. I love puppet theater.
Crowboy was just the coolest bird there ever was. He was a crow and a cowboy, and he had a hat and a lasso and an albatross called Old Whitey that he rode on.
An albatross.
He had an albatross? His own albatross?
And every week he'd come to a new town where the bad guys were making life tough for everybody else, and he'd sort it out like a real hero.
He was a hero? Crowboy?
So that's why I called you Crow. I figured you're not a cowboy, so it'll be just Crow. And besides, I think crows are cool.
Oh, damn. Damn, me and my big beak. I couldn't keep it shut, could I? I had to say something stupid. I'm so stupid, dumb, stupid, dumb, stupid.
It was a misunderstanding, Crow. It could have happened to anybody, even good friends, especially good friends.
Yeah, but I'm so stupid.
Are you gonna keep beating yourself up, or are you gonna help me? Time's running short.
Of course I'm gonna help you. Anything for you, April. Just tell old Crow what to do, and he'll do it. Like that. I can be a hero too, just like Crowboy.
Okay, let me think.
Healthy. That's healthy.
It's my faithful friend, Crow.
Oh.
Crow, I need you to fly down into the canyon to see what's below the fog.
Into the canyon? Below the fog?
Are you scared?
I didn't say that. It's just, well, fog clings to my feathers and... Would Crowboy do it?
Crowboy would do it. But he'd be careful not to get hurt, and he'd come right back up again if he saw anything remotely dangerous.
Of course. Okay. Hold tight. I'll be back soon.
So what did you see, Crow? What was below the fog?
You're not gonna believe me.
What?
I told you, you're not going to believe me.
Just tell me what you saw.
Nothing.
Nothing? As in nothing out of the ordinary?
No, as in nothing at all. The absence of anything. Below the fog, there was nothing. It was terrifying. Until
Was
you've seen what
falling out
nothing
of-
looks like, you won't be able to fully appreciate something. Anything at all. I used to hate this blue sand. I mean, blue sand. What the heck? Now, though, I love it. It's sand, and it's blue. It's something. Not like that nothing down there. It was freaky.
So there's no way I can climb down, cross over, and climb up on the other side.
You'll fall into the nothing. I'm telling you, I don't even think time passes down there. You'd be falling through nothing forever.
Damn.
So he fell out of the bottom of the world? Like Minecraft? Interesting.
Crow, can you fly across the canyon to the base of the tower?
Can a chick lay eggs? Well, I know you can't, but yeah, I can do that. What was it you wanted me to do again?
Just fly across the canyon and see if you can find any weird buttons or levers or something like that.
What for?
There must be a way to cross this canyon, and maybe there's a magical bridge that needs to be activated. I don't know, Crow. Just fly across and check it out, okay?
Will do. Hang on. What am I saying? Of course you'll hang on. It's not like you have any other choice.
Thanks, Crow.
What did you find?
No bridge, that's for sure. But there's a well on the other side, on top of that conical sandstone staircase right below the tower. It looked magical. It had that no good, stay the heck away blue shimmer to it. So I didn't fly any closer. Who knows where I'd end up?
That's gotta be the Well of Making.
Well, maybe it can be making us a bridge then. Making us a bridge! I'm killing today.
You're easily amused, Crow.
My brain's 1/10 the size of yours. What do you want from me?
All
But
the
maybe you got
jokes.
a point. Maybe the Well of Making can help us somehow.
It was only a joke, April.
I don't
I
care.
know, but still.
I want all your jokes. They're adorable.
Crow, I want you to get me some water from the Well of Making.
What? Are you crazy? How am I supposed to carry water back from... Oh, no. No. There's no way I'm doing that.
Come on, Crow. Your beak is perfect for the purpose. I don't need a lot of water, and all you have to do is make sure you don't swallow.
Hey, magic's got its upsides, I'm sure. I mean, where would social welfare be without magic? But magic water in my beak? No way. What if I did swallow? If I'm lucky, I'll just explode or something. If not, I've heard stories, April, and none of them are very nice. Magic's not a toy, nor is it a food, and it certainly doesn't belong in my beak.
Please, time's running short and the balance is at stake. You've got to help me, Crow. Don't you want to be a hero?
Using that
Hero?
against him.
Sure.
Wow.
Stooge? No. Oh, curses and damnation and all things mean and ugly. Fine. I'll put my life on the line, tempt fate, and risk a certain and painful death by magical poisoning if
What?
If you'll promise to pluck my fleas for the next, year.
1 year? So honor and glory mean nothing to you.
Not as much as a good flea plucking. No.
Okay, deal. Now, fly! Yike! How did it go?
Oh, good. Oh, I really wasn't about what to do.
What do I want you to do? I can't take the water, so you're gonna have to do whatever it is we need done with it.
Alright. I'm over the fire, wow, I'm bigger him.
Okay, let me think about it for a second. I got an idea, Crow. You said there was nothing down there, right? The absence of anything. The water in your mouth is magical water from the Well of Making.
Whoa.
So what if we add the magic of making to nothing? What happens then? Something, right? Something's better than nothing. Fly down there and spit the water out on top of the nothing. Then get out quickly. Something will happen, I'm sure of it. I'm just not sure what exactly.
Okay.
Oh, that's something all right. But what? Where's Crow? Crow! 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 Oh, please let him be all right, wherever he is.
Welp. Crow is MIA.
It's been a long journey getting here, but this is it. The end of the road. All I have to do now is figure out how to get up into the tower. I thought I'd already passed the 3 trials. There's always something. Guess it's not supposed to be easy.
Well, Rip Crow? Let's see if this works. Sounds like old tech. Is this dial-up? Well, hello, hand. Oh, hey, it's the lady from Star Trek. It's the lady from Star Trek who sings the opening. Polygons. Look at that. Hey, check it out. It's the symbol of the balance.
Thank God you came. I thought you were lost for good.
That Adrian?
My path here diverged from yours. You had to pass the 3 trials.
You were right in warning me. This place is
Yeah,
like a
it's
Freudian
Adrian.
nightmare. The first psychologist to arrange field trips here will rake in a fortune. I mean, talk about shock therapy.
It is a sacred place. Only the chosen few can pass through the desolation.
But then why didn't my hand work on the Well of Making? I mean, I passed all the tests, right?
That is a mystery. You are to be the 13th Guardian, are you not? The balance has picked you. Your hand should have unlocked the tower, like mine did.
Why did it still react to your hand?
Even though I left the tower, I am still the current Guardian, and I will continue to be until you go through the ritual and take my place. Hold on. I think we're about to move. The tower is letting us in.
I think we have a stowaway.
I never thought I would see this place again.
It's cold. Was it always this cold?
I do not know. When I was here last, I did not feel much at all.
Well, I'm freezing.
I spent more than 1,000 years in this tower, and yet I cannot remember ever feeling warm or cold. Being Guardian, there is just the balance, and our duty to it.
You didn't feel anything?
There are no emotions. Emotions interfere with the balance. I was the conduit between magic and logic, between chaos and order, and I had to be clean.
That sounds horrible.
It never felt that way. I was content, as far as it was possible for me to be content, until the very end when I became restless.
That's when you left the tower?
I had no choice. The balance forced me out. I was polluting the flows that passed through me, through this room, and it was time for someone to succeed me.
So now it's my turn. To be Guardian.
Are you afraid?
I've never been so afraid in my life. 1,000 years. Everything will be gone when I'm done. My friends, my family, dead. My world probably changed beyond recognition.
I know, April. I have experienced this myself. When I returned to Stark, I could not believe that all the things I knew, the memories of a life that I recalled as clearly as if it were only yesterday, they were all gone. I was lost, alone, dying, until the Vanguard picked me up from the street and imprisoned me. It shames me to say it, but that was a relief. To be fed, to sleep comfortably, to be warm. You have every right to be afraid, but consider this. Your sacrifice will be the salvation of mankind, of 2 worlds. What greater gift is there? What greater reward than to know you are like a god?
Believe me, I could do without the reward. If there was any other way, I'd embrace it in a second. But I won't shy away from this either. If it is my destiny, then so be it.
Good. To wish for the loss of dreams and emotions would be wrong. But to acknowledge it in the face of your fears, this proves you are ready.
Okay. So, what now? What do I do?
Just walk to the edge of the disc. The tower will know what to do. If you are the new Guardian, the tower will embrace you.
All right, here it goes. 1,000 years. Now what? Nothing's happening.
You are right. Then it is as I suspected.
What? What did you suspect?
That you are not the one chosen to take my place in the tower. You are not the 13th Guardian.
If I'm not, then...
I think I may be able to answer that question, Miss Ryan.
You?
Well,
How the hell did you get here?
You didn't think your little games back at the station would fool anyone, did you? Well, aside from those moronic and useless guards. It puzzles me why Mr. McAllen could be such a visionary and yet be so lacking in his comprehension of human nature to surround himself with brainless louts.
Maybe because he wasn't human.
He was not. That would explain a lot. If he was not human, then what was he?
You mean you didn't know? He was your boss, and you had no idea who you were working for. How pathetic can you get?
oh, burn.
Don't toy with me, child! Don't you dare toy with me! I don't.
Was that anger? Are you feeling emotions?
I do not know what came over me. I'm not prone to anger. In fact, I'm usually quite incapable of it. Must be the environment that's... I don't feel quite right. Like there's something in here that's calling to me. What are you doing to me?
I don't know what you're talking about, Gordon.
No matter. I can ignore this. It's so hot in here. Don't you feel it? The heat?
I'm freezing. Maybe you should lie down for a minute or two.
Maybe you should lie down, Miss Ryan. I actually have a good reason to be here, but you do not. After all, you are no longer a candidate in this race, are you?
Didn't know this was a
I may not become the new
election.
Guardian, but neither will you. The Balance will never accept you.
Don't be so sure, April. That's your name, is it not? April?
Yeah?
I will be the Guardian. The Balance will have no choice. Not with you and the previous Guardian gone. And there's something here, isn't there? Someone's calling my name. Someone's... No. No. Not that. Not here. You brought it here, you stupid bitch!
Stop!
No! Stay away from me! Don't! No!
The power of Christ compels you! Dude, what are you even wearing?
What happened to him?
I'm alive again. You gave me back my life.
I did? You don't sound like yourself. Are you okay?
I do sound like myself. And I'm better than I've ever been, April. I'm whole again.
So it worked? The joining of two halves?
Magic and logic. Order and chaos. I'm in balance now. I am balance. And it's glorious. I'm sorry for what I did to you, April. And to you, sir, I'm sorry for everything.
It wasn't you. Not all of you, anyway.
It was me, but it misguided me. I wish I could undo all the harm I've done to both worlds, both as Gordon Holloway and as the Chaos Vortex. But I can't undo my actions. All I can do is make sure they'll never happen again. And the only way to ensure that is by becoming the Guardian.
You? The Guardian?
It's my destiny, April Ryan, not yours. I was born to be the Guardian. And although the Vanguard almost managed to prevent that from ever happening, they didn't succeed. And now, I'm ready. Thanks to you.
But what about me? If I'm not going to be the Guardian, then who am I?
That's something I cannot answer for you, April. Only you can do that. But I don't think the universe is done with you. You are important. Just not in the way you imagined.
He speaks the truth, April. He is to be the Guardian now. It was always his destiny, even though it was taken from him by the Vanguard. We will begin the changing of the guards now, Gordon. And you, April, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice, your courage, your kindness.
Okay, stop. You're making me feel very self-conscious. I only did what had to be done.
Which is more than most people would have done. Your journey here will be remembered, April Ryan. Remembered and retold for all time.
The longest
Right
journey-
now, I'm only concerned about what's coming next. Where do I go now? Where can I go?
That is your choice to make. But do not fret. This world will never hurt you again.
How do I get back to Stark? Or Arcadia, for that matter?
Walk. Walk until you are outside, and then go back inside. It is easy from here. You can go anywhere you wish.
I guess then that this is goodbye.
Perhaps we will meet again.
Yeah, why not? It's not an impossible thought. Anyway, you guys have an important job to get to. Don't let me hold you back.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. So that's the end of that. Funny. I feel almost melancholy, despite everything that's happened. I'm actually gonna miss this adventure. After all, what am I doing now? Going back to school? Live like nothing has happened? Like I'm just a normal person? Well, it's a long way home. I'll figure it out before I get there. Wherever there is.
Poor April.
Hey, April, wait up! Where you going? Wait! Don't leave me here!
And so the story goes.
Is that it? But whatever happened to April Ryan? And did that man, Gordon Holloway, become a good and just guardian?
That is the end. If you had studied your scriptures, child, you would know that the 13th guardian was the last guardian to watch over the balance.
Was it after his reign that the worlds were reunited?
During his reign, not long after the events I have just described.
Please tell us more. Tell us what happened to April and about the reunification of Stark and Arcadia.
I think I will save those stories for another night. I'm feeling tired, and it is late. I would see you out, but my legs.
Thank you, Lady Alvani. We'll find our way out ourselves. Thank you again for your hospitality and for your story.
And so the story goes. How strange it was to tell it again. To remember April Ryan. That was such a long, long time ago. And now my story is almost over as well.
You're as healthy as ever. You still got a lot of life left in you. Wish I was half as lucky.
Don't say that. You're okay. You can still fly.
Fly, yes. But those cute little birds, they don't seem to appreciate that. They're holding out for their young, handsome suitors, and they don't have time for an old crow like me.
Well, you got me, Crow. Isn't that something?
I guess. Yeah, sure. Of course. Unless you're not planning on going out there again, are you? On a new adventure? 'Cause, I don't know. I'm kinda happy staying here.
Don't worry, Crow. I think our adventuring days are over. That doesn't mean we can't tell stories, does it?
No, definitely not. Tell me one. Tell me the one about the young, beautiful warrior princess who single-handedly won the War of the Balance.
I don't remember it quite like that, Crow, but let's see. This story begins a long, long time ago, when Stark and Arcadia were still to be reunited, and the Guardian was still on his throne.
And that is the end of The Longest Journey. Produced by Ragnar Törnqvist. Probably one of the best people to ever tell a story. We don't need to see the we don't need to see the credits, do we? I already checked, there's no end credits like Marvel. This ain't a Marvel movie. Actually, I can't get out of it. It won't let me. Yeah, that is the end of The Longest Journey, and I quite enjoyed it. Can you imagine that you play this in 1999, and then you get left on that cliffhanger with just the desire to know what happened with the balance? And then you have to wait until 2007 for that to happen. To know anything further. Looks like Cortez and Adrian were voiced by the same guy. And Crow, Actor Cobb, and Vanguard receptionist were all the same person, Roger Rains. This music is kind of awesome. I was right. Rupert Clacks, Brian Westhouse, and Jacob McCallan were all the same guy. Ralph Byers. And I was also wrong because I thought that Captain Nebabe was also Brian Westhouse. But that was actually John Henry Cox. Oh well. And that's the end. And that is going to break my computer. That is it, credits-wise. Now it's time for me to try and figure out how to get rid of the music. There we go. Alright. Even the comments have credits. Yeah, that was quite the trip, wasn't it? How'd you guys like it? Did you enjoy it? GG. Playing the role of Kasakiya. Latino Cortez. So what'd you think of the reveal of Crow showing up at the very end? Give me a second and I'll get the trailer set up for the next game. So your stream paused, or what happened? Oh man, I want a Crow plushie so badly. You have no idea. Crow plushies for everyone. Just getting the trailer set up for the next game so that I can give you a sneak peek of what you can expect for the not the next stream, but maybe next week. Yeah, that was a freaking like, plot twist. They built it up to make it seem like April was the chosen one. Like, man, it's your destiny. You're the guardian of the balance. Never mind. Just kidding. The super important people person, yes. April Bandu Mbata, Windseeker, Waterbringer, all the stuff. Never mind, you're not actually the guardian. But she was a wave. She caused a lot of good things to happen. She saved the Bandu. She reunited the Mirren and the Elation people. So she did a lot of things. She saved Crow's life from saved him from a life of being in a trunk. So yeah, I might do it on Twitter as well. And in answer to what do I want to play most, I want to play all of them. I'm just a indecisive fuck that can't figure out how to make a choice. So, like I said before, I will be playing Journey again on Saturday. I will be doing that for the entire stream on Saturday. My husband may or may not make a guest appearance. We haven't decided yet. And if he does, then we might have him Discorded in and have him as a co-host. It is a potential. We have not made a concrete decision. Depends on how we're both feeling that day. But it should be a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Journey the last time that I played it, and I look forward to it. Next week's streams are going to be a little weird because of the holiday week, or well, weekend going on. So I will be streaming still on Tuesday. I will not be streaming on Thursday, but I will be streaming on Saturday. So the middle stream is going to be cut out, and that'll be the case for the following week as well, because 2020 decided to be a total weird ball of wax and put both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve on weird days. So yeah, that is the plan. I will update my Twitter schedule as well to reflect that. I really hope you enjoyed The Longest Journey. I loved playing it. I had a lot of fun, and I really look forward to being able to share Dreamfall with you and all these other wonderful games. So I think I'm gonna call it quits a little early tonight since we are already done and I have no more content for you. So may the balance bless you and keep you, and may the balance protect you.